Have you ever wondered why, as you begin your spiritual path, your body seems to react in strange ways? Suddenly, inexplicable pain, extreme tiredness, hot flashes or even pressure on the top of the head appear out of nowhere. The doctors don't find anything wrong, but you feel like something is happening. And it is. Your body is not against you, it is adjusting to a new vibrational frequency. What no one tells you is that spiritual awakening doesn't just happen in the mind or soul. It directly impacts your physical body because your energy is changing, your chakras are expanding, and your connection to the divine is strengthening. But why does this process need to be so intense? What do these sensations mean? And, most importantly, how to get through this without suffering? If you feel like something is different but can't explain it, stay here. I'll show you exactly why these physical changes happen, what each symptom represents and how to make this transformation lighter. After all, you are not alone in this, and understanding what is happening can completely change the way you face this phase. Something inside you has changed, hasn't it? Suddenly, what once seemed normal now causes a strange discomfort. The body hurts for no apparent reason, fatigue arrives without warning, and there are moments when the mind seems to fluctuate between two worlds. This is not a coincidence, nor is it a physical problem in the conventional sense. It is a vibrational adjustment, an adaptation to the high frequencies that spiritual awakening triggers. When consciousness expands, the body needs to align with this new reality, and to do so, it undergoes a profound energetic transformation. Many people report feeling pressure on the top of their head, as if something is opening, while others notice palpitations in the chest, for no apparent medical reason. These physical symptoms, which can be disconcerting, are clear signs that internal energy is changing. The chakras, previously partially dormant, begin to activate, processing greater amounts of universal energy. As a result, the body may respond in unexpected ways, whether through warmth in the hands and feet or tingling sensations throughout the body. Imagine your body is an old radio being tuned to pick up a more refined station. Hiss, signal instability, and noise are part of the process until the tune is perfect. This is also true on the spiritual path. As your vibration increases, physical symptoms manifest as indicators of this transition. The question is not, why is this happening, but rather, how can I navigate this transformation more lightly? And that's where understanding the need for this change becomes essential. The butterfly does not choose to stop being a caterpillar. Transformation happens because it is necessary. And on the spiritual path, the process is similar. The physical body, which for years has operated within a specific frequency, needs to adjust to support the new wave of energy now flowing through it. This spiritual evolution does not happen linearly, and often brings with it symptoms that defy traditional logic. Intense fatigue, variations in body temperature, and even sensory changes are part of this rebirth. Just as the cocoon feels tight to the butterfly about to emerge, your body may be feeling the pressure of this transition. What many call discomfort is actually a sign that transformation is underway. This reconfiguration allows new energetic circuits to be activated, opening space for a deeper connection with the divine. Some people report episodes of interrupted sleep, moments of intense introspection, or even emotional hypersensitivity. This is all part of the transmutation of the old energetic structure into something more expanded. The secret? Acceptance. The more you resist, the more intense the process may seem. But how can this adaptation be facilitated? Small changes in your routine help to ease this period. Daily meditation helps balance new vibrations, immersion baths with coarse salt help to discharge excess energy, and maintaining a lighter and more natural diet can make a surprising difference. Whoever understands this phase not only goes through it, but is reborn from it. And the most interesting thing is that, as this adaptation happens, the body begins to respond in even more subtle ways. The human body is more than flesh and bones, it is a receiver and transmitter of energy. During spiritual awakening, this capacity intensifies, making the organism a true antenna, capturing high frequencies. This explains why many people begin to feel strange sensations, such as heat in their hands and feet or a kind of internal vibration. These manifestations indicate that the energy channels are expanding, allowing a greater flow of universal energy. It is not a problem to be solved, but rather a sign that something profound is happening. To understand better, imagine a radio adjusting to pick up a new station. At first, there is noise and instability, but as the tuning improves, the sound becomes clearer. The same happens with the body when coming into contact with new frequencies. This is why, in moments of introspection or meditation, some people feel a current of energy running through their body, like a slight tingling. This is the energetic system adjusting, dissolving blockages and setting the stage for a deeper connection with the divine. And if the body is taking in more energy, it makes sense that it needs more grounding. Walking barefoot on the earth, practicing conscious breathing, or even holding crystals like hematite and onyx can help stabilize this flow. Energy needs to be balanced, neither too much nor too little. And it is exactly in this process that the first more specific symptoms begin to appear, such as the activation of the energy centers in the hands and feet. Have you ever felt a sudden heat in your hands or feet, as if they were being activated by an invisible force? This is not a coincidence, nor is it a circulation problem. This phenomenon occurs because the energy centers of these regions are opening, allowing the conduction of subtle energies. During spiritual awakening, these points begin to pulsate, indicating an increase in energetic sensitivity and the ability to channel universal energy. It is common for people going through this phase to discover a natural aptitude for energy healing, such as Reiki, or to feel an inexplicable impulse to touch objects and people, noticing the vibration around them. This symptom manifests itself in several ways. Some people feel a constant tingling, while others notice a slight pulsing or even intense heat coming from the palms of their hands and soles of their feet. This occurs because these regions function as energy exchange portals, absorbing and releasing frequencies. Therefore, many spiritual practitioners begin to notice that, when meditating or practicing any spiritual connection technique, their hands seem to subtly warm or vibrate. This is the body's natural response to the expansion of consciousness, an adjustment to the new vibrations that now flow more freely. If this symptom is manifesting for you, there are ways to enhance this connection. Practices like placing your hands over your heart when meditating, massaging your feet with essential oils, or even holding stones like clear quartz or amethyst help balance this energy. But this is not the only activation that occurs during this process. Some people start to feel a different kind of pressure, just on the top of the head. If at any point you have felt pressure on the top of your head, as if something was expanding or trying to open, know that this is one of the clearest signs of crown chakra activation. This energy center, located at the top of the head, is responsible for connecting with the divine and accessing higher levels of consciousness. During spiritual awakening, it gradually opens, allowing new frequencies to enter your energy field. This process can bring sensations such as slight tingling, pressure similar to a subtle touch, or even a perception that something is moving internally. The sensation can intensify in moments of deep introspection or after spiritual practices, such as meditation and prayer. Many people report that during this process they experience deeper insights, more vivid dreams, and mental clarity that they have never experienced before. This is the effect of the mind aligning with a higher vibration, allowing previously inaccessible information to now flow more easily. However, if this energy is not balanced, it can cause discomfort, such as occasional headaches or a feeling of mental confusion. To alleviate this symptom and facilitate the integration of this new energy, it is recommended to practice breathing exercises, spend a few minutes outdoors and use crystals such as selenite or amethyst, which help to harmonize the crown chakra. But this is not the only way to feel the energetic movement within the body. Many people also begin to notice a tingling or itching sensation, as if a subtle current of energy is flowing through every cell. Imagine feeling an unexpected tingling throughout your body, as if small waves of energy are traveling through your skin. This feeling can come out of nowhere, sometimes during meditation, sometimes in the middle of an ordinary everyday activity. But what is really happening? This is one of the most common signs of vibrational adjustment, where internal energy reorganizes itself to allow a more harmonious flow. Often, this energetic current is dissolving blockages that have accumulated over the years, allowing the chakras to operate more fluidly. This symptom can range from mild itching to more intense tingling, especially in areas such as arms, legs and spine. This occurs because energy is redistributing itself, breaking old patterns and adjusting the vibrational structure of the body. Some people feel this activation more strongly when coming into contact with high-energy environments, such as temples, spiritual retreats, or even in the presence of certain people. This phenomenon is an indication that the energetic system is becoming more sensitive and receptive to new frequencies. If this sensation is becoming frequent, some practices can help stabilize the energy flow. Drinking plenty of water helps conduct energy, while stretching and gentle body movements prevent excessive accumulation of this vibration in certain areas of the body. Another effective technique is to place your hands on the affected area and breathe deeply, directing your attention to the area. But that's not the only sensory adjustment that happens. As the process of expanding consciousness advances, the senses also begin to change, making the perception of reality much more intense. Suddenly, sounds seem louder, smells more intense, and even the colors around you take on a different glow. This type of sensory shift is one of the most intriguing effects of spiritual awakening. As the energy adjusts, the senses also undergo recalibration, becoming more acute. Some people begin to hear subtle buzzing sounds, notice vibrations in objects, or even see small peripheral lights. Others report extreme sensitivity to noises or smells that previously went unnoticed. What is happening? Simple. The body is learning to operate at a new vibrational frequency. These changes occur because as the chakras expand, especially the third eye and heart chakra, the perception of reality broadens. This means you can pick up subtle energies around you, feel people's vibrations more clearly, and even have experiences of synesthesia, where one sense invades another, like hearing colors or smelling smells when touching an object. These experiences can be fascinating, but also challenging, especially for those who don't know how to deal with this new sensitivity. To balance these perceptions and avoid sensory overload, it is important to create grounding moments. Spending time in nature, avoiding places with dense energy, and practicing meditation focusing on breathing help to stabilize this sensitivity. Additionally, using crystals like black tourmaline can be helpful for those who feel like they are taking in more than they can process. But as the senses expand, another curious symptom begins to manifest itself: a heaviness in the chest, a kind of emotional palpitation that comes straight from the heart. Without warning, your chest tightens. Sometimes it's a quick palpitation, other times it's a slight pressure in the center of the chest, as if something is expanding inside. For those going through a spiritual awakening, this sensation isn't just physical, it's energetic. The heart chakra is opening, allowing blocked emotions to surface and a deeper connection with universal energy to occur. This symptom can appear after moments of introspection, during spiritual practices, or even during interactions with other people, as emotional sensitivity intensifies. The heart is the central point of transformation, and that is why so many changes are felt in this region. Often, old feelings emerge without logical explanation: repressed memories, waves of intense gratitude, or even unexpected tears. This is energy reorganizing itself, dissolving emotional blocks that have been stored for years. Some people may feel an internal heat in this region, as if they were being enveloped by an invisible force. It is no wonder that many describe this phase as a true reconnection with the divine. If these palpitations have been frequent, some practices can help with balance. Placing your hands over your heart and breathing deeply, practicing daily gratitude and using crystals like rose quartz can relieve this pressure and facilitate this expansion of consciousness. However, this is not the only form of adaptation required. The entire body is going through adjustments, and knowing how to deal with all of this can make this journey much easier. Experiencing a spiritual awakening can be incredible, but also challenging. The body feels the change, the mind questions, and the emotions fluctuate. So how do you navigate this process without feeling overwhelmed? The first step is to understand that this is all part of a vibrational adjustment. Instead of resisting, welcoming these transformations makes all the difference. Meditation, for example, not only calms the mind, but also helps balance the subtle energies that now flow more intensely. Breathing deeply and visualizing the energy circulating through the body can relieve symptoms such as pressure on the top of the head and tingling throughout the body. In addition to meditation, physical self-care is essential. Adequate hydration helps to better conduct this new vibration, while a more natural diet prevents the body from becoming overloaded with toxins that could hinder this energy flow. It is also important to listen to your own body. If you are fatigued, respect your rest periods. If there is built-up energy, moving can help release it. Small daily rituals, such as herbal baths or moments of silence in the morning, can make this process smoother and more aligned. Another powerful tool is connecting with people who understand this path. Exchanging experiences with those who have already gone through this transformation process brings comfort and clarity. Books such as The Power of Now, by Eckhart Tolle, or Autobiography of a Yogi, by Paramahansa Yogananda, can help to better understand this awakening. Above all, remember, every symptom, every adjustment, is moving you to a higher level of consciousness. And now that you understand how to deal with all this, the big question arises: why, after all, do these physical changes happen during spiritual awakening? If all this is happening to you, the question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Will you continue to ignore the signs, or will you learn to navigate this transformation with awareness? Spiritual awakening is not a burden, it is a gift. But those who don't understand what is happening may end up resisting a process that, in fact, should be liberating. So look inside. How has your body been reacting lately? Do you experience unexplained symptoms such as chest palpitations, heat in your hands and feet, or sensory changes? These signs are not appearing by chance. They are invitations for you to deepen your journey, adjust your energy, and connect with a higher version of yourself. Now tell me, which of these symptoms have you been experiencing most often? How have you been dealing with this? Leave your comment below so we can exchange experiences. Oh, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue receiving content that will help you on this journey. Because this is just the beginning.